Shouldn't I be doing something more productive with my time than sleeping 7 to 9 hours a night? Well, this was me about 10 years ago. I thought sleep was a total waste of time, and I used to pride myself on not needing it and getting as little sleep as possible. If this sounds like you're definitely going to want to check out this video. I'm Dr. Mina, board-certified dermatologist and host of the Skin Real podcast. And this is my channel where I do a recap of my recent podcast episodes. And recently, I had the pleasure of speaking with triple board-certified physician and sleep medicine expert, Dr. Funke Afolabi-Brown. And she spilled all the tea on why I was so wrong about sleep. And you can check out the full episode here on my YouTube channel. All right, let's dive in. So let's dive into sleep and why it's important. So actually, this is a huge wake-up call for me that sleep is not a period where you are doing nothing. In fact, during sleep, so much is happening in our bodies. Our brains are getting this very critical, not only restoration, they're kind of getting a clean out of the brain. And we get increased blood supply to our skin, which is why after sleeping well, you wake up looking refreshed and feeling refreshed. Sleep is so critical for really every organ system in our body. And during sleep, we're not just doing nothing. Inside our body, so much stuff is going on to help regenerate and to revive and cellular renewal. So don't think about sleep as a waste of time. Like I used to think of it as actually a critical time of self-care, if you like. Just like you might go get a massage to reset, or you might go for a walk. Sleep is like that for our bodies, our whole body. So that was the first key takeaway for me, is that sleep is not a waste of time. We are actually doing very productive things during sleep. The second thing that I love that she talks about, she has an acronym called CREATE, where she helps you create healthy skin habits. And one of the things she talks about is the importance of a routine. And this is something that I have found very key, not only for my own sleep, but for my children's, is establishing a consistent routine, or as best as we can, right? With busy schedules, a consistent routine leading up to sleep and a consistent sleep environment. So what do I mean by that? Well, for me personally, I had to get my phone out of my hands, out of the bed, out of my bedroom. I keep it in my closet. I have to physically get up and walk like 12 steps to get to my phone. I can still hear my alarm in the morning, but it's far away from me so that I am not tempted to just reflexively reach over, grab it, and start scrolling. I also find that it's important not to be checking emails and social media about 30 minutes or really even an hour before I go to sleep, because inevitably something perks my attention. It gets me thinking. It might make me angry. It might make me sad. And it just wakes my body up instead of preparing to shut down and sleep. And so for me, getting the technology out of the room is so key. I have to read before bed. And sometimes I only get like a page in before I fall asleep, but reading shuts my brain down. It helps me calm. It helps me stop worrying about everything else going on in my life. And so for me, reading is so key. And I find that to be such a powerful sleep aid, but also in combination with just establishing a sleep routine. I've also realized that in order to wake up early, I have to go to bed early, right? It's so obvious, but we don't really do it. We think we can watch one more show or do one more assignment or do one more thing. And unfortunately, when you go to bed late, it's super hard to wake up early in the morning. And if you force yourself to do it, you feel really crappy the rest of the day. So for me, moving my bedtime up so that it's earlier in the night has been key to allowing me to wake up feeling really good in the morning. And I've also tried to be consistent on the weekends as well. Now, I don't wake up at 5 a.m. on the weekends just because I do like to sleep in a little bit longer, but I allow myself to wake up to the natural light, which is around 6:37 here in Atlanta. And a lot of times I'm even up before that happens, but I'm waking up naturally and I'm waking up more rested. And so I've been following this pattern now for about 4 months. And I just find I feel so much better overall. I eat better when I've had sleep. I think you'd be surprised if you look at your phone how much time we are spending on our devices that we don't even realize. 30 minutes here, 15 minutes here, 40 minutes there. And that's an area that we can really cut back on. And then also television. I used to just plop in front of the TV at around 9 or whenever my children were in bed, and I could sometimes sit there for hours. And that was a huge waste of time. Really, I should have been getting in my sleep and having restoration of my body to feel better. But I know it's sometimes so easy to just default to, I just want to do some mindless TV watching or scrolling. But really, you're better served by shutting down that technology, shutting down that device, and just hopping into bed. And I love how Dr. Brown also mentions that children need this consistent sleep and these routines as well. And this is important for children at all ages. Now, the amount of time they may need to sleep is going to vary, with the real little ones needing a ton of time. They sleep most of the day. But even teenagers, they really need to be getting about 9 to even 10 hours max of sleep a night. And I know there's so many kids out there who are doing so much, have homework, activities, that it is really hard to get that kind of sleep. I know it was when I was younger. But I love that we now seem to be embracing sleep more as something vital for our health span and helping to fight diseases and to keep us healthy. Because in the past, I really felt like it was a badge of honor to have minimal sleep and really seen as a sign of weakness if you needed to sleep 8 hours a night. And so I think reframing this and letting people know that actually sleep is so critical, just like exercise and diet and stress management. Sleep is a key component for living a long and healthy life. And it's critical for your skin, right? I know you've gone to bed and you have been exhausted, or maybe you drink too much, or you pull an all-nighter studying. When you wake up, not only do you feel terrible, but you look terrible. Your skin is not bright. It's not glowing. You probably have dark circles under your eyes. And then you're going to go about your day feeling bad, probably eating poorly, being stressed out. And that is no way to live. So I have found creating a healthy sleep routine to be so impactful in my life. And if you want to find out more about Dr. Brown's pearls on how to create healthy sleep habits for yourself, be sure to check out the full episode here. And of course, follow me at the Skin Reel for more great skin and sleep education.